Ever seen cards on a website that move as you scroll? Looks super cool, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the scrolling 3D cards widget from WDesignKit, a fun and stylish way to show off your content. As you scroll down the page, the cards move in 3D, making your website feel alive and modern. It's perfect for portfolios, team sections, or even blog highlights. Let's jump in and see how you can use it to impress your visitors. Now, let's start with the tutorial. Make sure you have installed Elementor, and we will also need WDesignKit. So come up here and click Add New Plugin, then search for it, and here it is, WDesignKit. Simply click on Install Now, then Activate. Moving ahead to Appearance, and here, as you can notice, I'm using Nexter theme. However, feel free to use any other theme as per your preference. Now, in order to use this plugin, we will need to make an account with WDesignKit. Simply come here and click on WDesignKit. Next up here, in the header section, click on Login. At the bottom here, it's written don't have an account, click sign up. Now this web page will open up where it's visible that you can sign up with your socials. Or here, after you fill all the details mentioned, simply click on this button. I already have an account, so I'll simply click sign in. And then I will click on continue with Google. Once you're logged in, you'll get to see this kind of interface. It's time to activate our widget. So come up here in the header section and click on browse widgets. Now search scrolling 3D cards. Here it is, scrolling 3D cards for Elementor. Now as you can notice, it's a pro widget. So if we want to download and make use of it, we'll have to upgrade this WDesignKit plugin to the Pro version. Let me guide you how to do it step by step. Simply go back to the plugin section and click on Upgrade Pro. Then here, on clicking this WDesignKit logo, its pricing page will open up. Now, once you've reviewed all the details and benefits, select the plan that suits your professional needs. After you've made a purchase, you'll get the options to download the plugin as well as copy the Pro key from the checkout page only. In case you've skipped it, you can also get it from Posimith Store's dashboard. Simply head on to store.posimith.com/dashboard. And here it is, our Pro WDesignKit's activation key. Now, it's time to activate the upgraded version. So, let's revert to the WDesignKit's website, scroll up a bit, then hover over your PFP, then go to Manage License and simply paste your key in this input field. That's done. Your subscription is now successfully activated. Now, let's get back to the WP backend and download the star widget of today's tutorial, scrolling 3D cards, by simply clicking on this download icon. Here, I've already created a design using scrolling 3D cards. Now, let's go through each option in detail under the Content tab. First is Items. Inside the item section, you'll find all the settings to add or edit the information for both the front side and the back side of the cards. As you can see, right now there are only 3 items. If you want to add more, you can either duplicate an existing one or simply click on the Add Item button. Alright, let's first understand the front side. The first thing is the overlay image. This is the image you see on top of the card. You can change the image from here. As you can see, it's updated instantly. But for now, I'll keep it as it is. Next is the title heading text, which is very useful for SEO. You can change the title from here. This is the subtitle, and you can see its position right below the title. Next, we have the button text. And from here, you can add the button URL. Then we have the icon control. Let's try adding a different icon. As you can see, it has been changed successfully. Now, coming to the colors, this is the title color, which changes the title text. This is the subtitle color. Then you have the button text color, and this one is for the icon color. If you've uploaded an SVG, you can also change its color from here. Next is the button background color, and finally, the card. This is the background for the entire item card. You can also add a background image here if you'd like. That's it. Also, these are the basic option to customizing the background. Now, everything is in your control and you can design it the way you want. Next is the backside settings. Here, you'll find the heading tags for the content, like the title and items. You can also customize the title color and item color to match your design. And finally, there's the background type option, where you can choose a solid color, gradient, or even an image for the backside of the card. If the card isn't flipping while scrolling, don't worry, there's a simple fix. You just need to enable the Backend Enable option from here. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Now let's refresh the page once and it should start working perfectly. Now let's scroll down. Great! The flip effect is now working on the backend as well. This is because we enabled the Backend Enable option. And as per the note, once you enable this, make sure to save the page and refresh it for the most accurate results. Now let's go to the Style tab. Here you'll find common styling options for both the front side and the back side. Let's start with the front side. This is the padding control. From here, we can manage the space around the content. You can see how it adjusts. You can also manage the gap between the content elements from here. Next, you can set the overlay image size and its position. These options give you full flexibility to place your image anywhere on the card, just the way you want. Then comes the title typography settings. You can easily set the typography from here. This is the color control. You can set different colors for normal and hover states. You can see the effect here. If I remove this color, the title color will fall back to the default one set in the item card. This color option is common for all cards and will apply to every card. However, if you want to set a different title color for each card, you should set it from the item card directly. For example, in item 2, you'll notice a different title color has been applied. Now, this part is for the subtitle. The same logic applies here too. If you want to give it a unique color, do it from the item card. Next, we have the button padding. This controls the inner spacing of the button. Then comes the typography settings for the button text. This is for the icon size. If you've uploaded an SVG, you can also manage its size from here. Now, this is the button color. For now, we don't need to change it. We can also control the icon color again for both normal and hover modes. Then comes the background color. You can even add a background image from here. This is the border type setting. From here, you can manage the border radius to give rounded corners. Next, we have the box shadow settings. You can control the shadow's position, blur value, spread, and whether it's inset or outline. For now, I'm removing the box shadow. So that covers all the front side styling. Now, let's explore the back side of the card. First, scroll down a little to see the back side view of the card. We get a bunch of options here as well to manage and style the content easily. Let's go through them step by step. The first option you will see is padding. This is used to control the spacing around your content. Basically, how much breathing space you want to give to your text or other elements. For example, if you want to add extra space on the top or sides of your heading, you can adjust that padding right from here. Next comes typography. This section lets you style your text the way you want. You can change the font family, font size, line height, letter spacing, and much more. Make sure your text looks neat and easy to read, especially since it's on the flipping side of the card. After that, we have color controls. Here, you can choose different colors for both normal state and hover state. That means your text or background can change color when someone hovers their mouse over it, adding a cool interactive feel. Then comes the border option. If you want to give your content area a nice border or edge, you can do it from here. You can adjust the thickness, style, and even color of the border. Next, we have typography for the items. All the text information you see on the card can be styled from this section. You can change the font family from here and also adjust the font size. In addition to that, you have full control over font weight, line height, letter spacing, and word spacing. So, you can fine-tune the look and feel of your text exactly the way you want. There's also an option to manage the gap between the content items. This is really helpful when you have multiple text elements and you want to control how spaced out they look. Now, let's talk about the overall card background. You can also adjust the width and height of the card from this section, so you get full control over the size and layout. From here, you can set the background color or even add a background image for the entire backside of the card. This background appears when the card flips during scrolling, so it's a great opportunity to add some visual contrast or creativity. And if you're using a grid layout, there are options here to remove or customize it as per your design. Right now, I'm removing the grid because it's not looking that great for this setup. So that's how the backside settings work. It's simple, flexible, and gives you everything you need to create a smooth 3D flipping experience. And that wraps up our overview of the scrolling 3D card widget. So that was it. Hope you liked the widget demo. Now, if you're curious and want to explore more, check out our exclusive WDesignKit playlist, packed with super creative widgets like this. These videos will not only help you improve your website's design, but also give you fresh ideas to make your site stand out. Also, before you go anywhere, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel with the bell icon turned on so you never miss out on the amazing content we keep adding to that playlist every week. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep learning and stay creative.